weird that we're even talking about
right. 100%.
that the fucking guy from Disney is going to fight Mike Tyson, the YouTube kid. And he's also doing this very unique kind of training with electrical muscular stimulation that I've talked to some people that do that. And it has massive benefits of rehabilitating injuries.
I know he's old, but goddamn, he can hit so hard and he's still so fast.
Joe Rogan has reacted strongly to the latest training footage of Mike Tyson, warning Jake Paul that he may be underestimating the danger ahead, especially after Tyson showcased explosive power and speed despite being 57 years old. Rogan emphasized that even at this age, Tyson remains one of the most intimidating punchers in combat sports history, and stepping into the ring with him is nothing close to a normal fight.
In his prime, go back and watch some of those early days. He's just coming at you.
Yeah,
He's just moving. There's just so much to calculate, and then bombs are coming your way, and you're trying to hit it with jabs.
At the same time, serious concerns continue to surround the event, with figures like David Benavidez questioning whether Tyson's age could negatively affect the fight and its overall appeal, despite the massive attention it continues to generate worldwide.
His age, but Mike Tyson is always going to be a fighter at heart, you know what I mean? So it's really just how he prepares, and it's going to be a good fight, bro. Jake Paul, I think he knows it. I mean, it's Mike Tyson, you got to get ready, so we'll see how it turns.
Benavidez expressed deep respect for Tyson's legendary fighting spirit, but admitted that Tyson's advancing age remains impossible to ignore, stressing that the outcome may depend heavily on Tyson's physical preparation and conditioning, while also warning that Jake Paul must be fully prepared for the danger Tyson still brings into the ring.
Just hopefully it's not nothing too crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because Mike is 60, bro.
That's the only thing that worries me, bro. But like I said, if Mike goes on there and gives Jake a good fight, we're not going to be surprised.
I'm not surprised.
You know what I mean?
Mike, and he's from Brownsville.
Even with those concerns, Benavidez said he would not be shocked if Tyson delivered a strong performance and gave Jake Paul serious problems, explaining that Tyson's experience, aggression, and natural power could still make the fight highly competitive.
Mike, he's like I say, he's a world champion. He's a fighter at heart. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a good fight.
Do you like these type of fights, like the influencer or just I don't know what to call it, influencer, but just the fights that's not real boxers in that way? Like, do you like that?
You know what, bro? I don't hate on them. I used to not like them back then, but now that I see that you got these influencers, you got these other people, they're actually showing commitment, they're showing their passion for boxing.
I think Jake.
And at the end, just like.
Despite Tyson being nearly 60 years old, many observers still hesitate to predict a Jake Paul victory. Jake himself described the matchup as a 50-50 fight, arguing that his youth, speed, conditioning, and sharpness could balance Tyson's legendary power and experience. Meanwhile, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. dismissed the idea of the fight being competitive if it were a real sanctioned bout, claiming Tyson would knock Jake Paul out with a single punch, though he admitted the exhibition format could lead to a decision result instead. Tyson later addressed the situation himself, insisting publicly that this is not just an exhibition, but a real fight.
Call it exhibition. But if you look up exhibition, you will not see any of the laws that we're fighting under. This is a fight.
Mike Tyson also made it clear that this matchup will not follow traditional exhibition standards, promising an aggressive and dangerous contest while rejecting any suggestion that he is too old to compete. Tyson confidently pushed back against the idea that Jake Paul's youth alone would be enough to overwhelm him.
I don't think he's faster than me.
Right. How hard are you training?
I train every day.
For Logan Paul, the fight carries deeply personal importance because his younger brother's future and well-being are involved. During an episode of the Impulsive podcast, alongside Mike Majlak and Paul Levesque, better known as Triple H, the group discussed the uncertainty surrounding Tyson's current condition, with Triple H admitting he could not tell whether Tyson's training footage was recent or older material.
Program on Netflix. What happens, dude?
Yeah, this is one of those things where, just for me, my just own personal opinion of how I feel about it, like, I don't know, like, can he do this? I see clips of him fighting, but I don't know, or sparring or doing mitts or whatever. And I don't know when that's from. I don't know if that's brand new. I don't know.
Logan Paul compared Tyson to the legendary Star Wars character Yoda, suggesting that even if Tyson appears older and slower outside the ring, he could instantly transform into something dangerous once the fight begins, though Mike Majlak quickly joked that Yoda is fictional.
Yeah.
Like, Yoda.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be hoppling around doing
Right.
whatever. But when Yoda goes
Activates.
to battle,
Right.
you can't be Yoda.
But that's that's a fiction. That's a movie, man.
Bro, who cares?
I don't know. I just think it's not Yoda.
Well,
It's
It's just an analogy.
alien man. In a
And-
robe.
and-
Like,
Majlak later admitted that if Tyson's sparring footage is truly recent, it genuinely worries him, saying he would never want to fight Tyson under any circumstances. Triple H agreed, describing Tyson's punches as feeling like a tank, while also praising Jake Paul's ability to control distance and keep opponents on the outside.
that's what I was trying to lead.
When I first heard that deal, and I saw the announcement just like everybody else did, and was like, he's gonna fight Tyson, and then just in my mind I was like, oh, that'll be a good pay-per-view, that'll be cool, like, and all that. And then I heard Netflix and I was like, oh, they're gonna run a pay-per-view. And then when I realized, no, it's just on Netflix,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my kid's a genius.
No, it's going to be
Right, like,
crazy.
it's really smart.
Discussing Tyson's recent interviews, Mike Majlak highlighted that Tyson himself admitted feeling nervous about the fight, despite Logan Paul continuing to emphasize Jake's advantages in youth and athleticism, with Majlak noting that Tyson still carries an almost mythical aura that makes him feel invincible to many fans.
Interview that he did 2 days ago.
He's invincible.
He correct. But here's the thing. He actually is. Like, he's not just saying, like, he when he says that, he actually is invincible. Like he the way he described it, and I didn't expect this from him. Like, he said he's nervous right now. He's nervous to get in there. Like,
I mean,
he's
you got a young, hungry demon.
Triple H then raised a frightening possibility, saying that Tyson may only need a few minutes or even a few seconds of his old explosive self to completely change the fight, suggesting Jake Paul's strategy could involve surviving early rounds and hoping Tyson eventually slows down physically.
For 5 minutes. Like, how do you get past that?
Right.
Right? He doesn't need to be there for the whole fight. Just needs to be there
Could
for
even be
5 minutes.
For 5 seconds.
Yeah. I don't know. I hear your strategy and I see your strategy. I don't know that I wouldn't just run for 2 or 3 rounds and hope that he gets tired.
Maybe that's a strategy too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even with concerns over Tyson's health and age, Triple H praised both men for taking on such a dangerous event, acknowledging that Tyson is ultimately an adult capable of making his own decisions, while recognizing the risks attached to stepping back into the ring at this stage of life.
And then you just come in there and pick them apart. But like, I don't know. Like, and look, my hat's off to both of them for taking the fight. And I understand people's concerns for Mike and all that stuff. He's a grown man. If he wants to take that challenge and medically they check him out and they say he's okay, like, let's go.
Do they test for DMT?
100%.
On the other hand, Mauricio Suleiman warned that Tyson could regret returning to boxing against someone much younger like Jake Paul, especially given how difficult the ending of Tyson's professional career once was. Suleiman praised Tyson's comeback exhibition against Roy Jones Jr. during the pandemic, calling it entertaining and respectful, but stressed that this fight feels different because Jake Paul is younger, stronger, and far more active physically. He also reminded fans that every fight carries danger regardless of age, emphasizing that one punch can permanently change a fighter's life.
Go down there, you punch me once in the stomach, hard as fuck.
Body shots don't hurt that much, like when you know it's coming. A few moments later.
I told you how to do it.
Meanwhile, former NBA star Paul Pierce stirred controversy by suggesting the fight could be scripted like professional wrestling, arguing that modern sports increasingly feel manufactured for entertainment purposes rather than genuine competition. Despite criticism, Jake Paul continues heavily promoting the event, even posting viral clips showing him knocking out rapper Lil Pump during training sessions to build more hype around the fight.
Also, for a lot of people, gives them significant gains when they use it as opposed to just using weightlifting. I don't know too much about the science behind it. When Jamie comes back, we'll have him look it up. But you slap electrodes onto yourself. They put these pads on you, and it's hooked up to...
The biggest concern remains Tyson's age, with a nearly 30-year gap separating him from Jake Paul. Stephen A. Smith pointed out that Tyson is often seen using a cane in public, while Tim Tszyu admitted he worries about Tyson's ability to handle such a dangerous challenge at nearly 60 years old.